Anthony Slater here with Erik Horne. We're talking about the Thunder scrimmage today. It's the first time this season we've seen this new Thunder team with Billy Donovan together in a public setting. I guess first of all, I mean, it was the starters against the bench unit, which we'll get to, and the bench unit actually won. But I think the star of the show in a lot of ways is Kevin Durant returning from the foot surgery. First time we've really seen him in a scrimmage 5-on-5 setting. Game high 28 points, started the game with a 3, had a 3 a couple of possessions later. I thought he looked great, particularly.
Yeah, and you mentioned this in your observations for Monday's Oklahoma, but the only thing that really looked off about Durant, which we kind of expected, was he got a little fatigued at the end of the game. But, I mean, he started hot. He hit 2 threes right off the bat. I mean, he was knifing into the lane on plays. He was doing a lot of the things that he was doing before his injury. So, I mean, that was just the greatest thing to see from the game, and was Kevin Durant's back on the court.
Didn't look like he was favoring the foot at all. He had one play, went through the lane, kind of got hit, fell down, made the and one, and he just popped right back up, didn't even look at the foot. So I think that's a good sign. Star of the game for the blue team, I think there was 2. Number 1, Dion Waiters. I think he finished with 12 points, 8 assists, 7 rebounds. I thought he played very well, particularly passing. He's showing his vision. Hit Novak for a couple threes, hit Enes Kanter twice, hit Morrow. He really ran the show for that second unit, which sounds like it's going to be the bench unit. It sounds like he may be the playmaker for that team.
If he plays the way he did today, and I know it's crazy to say this because it's just a scrimmage, he could be one of those guys in the running for 6th man of the year.
Yeah.
He really played under control, and he took times to distribute to teammates and also pick his spots and get into the lane. And he finished way better than we've seen him finish in the NBA games.
And he wasn't taking as many of those, fadeaway long twos. But with Waiters, it's always been about consistency. He was great today, but we got to see that moving forward. Then the other guy I was mentioning on that blue team actually came off the bench for the bench unit, Cameron Payne. The first time we've seen him, the rookie looked real good, I thought.
Yeah, I think he probably had about as good of a debut as you can have for an NBA point guard. I mean, he set up Steve Novak for the game-winning bucket. He did a good job of distributing. He was trying to get in those passing lanes and steal the ball a couple of times, and he got called for a foul maybe once or twice. But, I mean, good start for him. Yeah,
I'll be writing about Cameron Payne for Tuesday's Oklahoma, but before then, check out some highlights from today's scrimmage. Grainy highlights, but they're highlights.
Oh, yeah,